You don't have to agree with us to be friends with us. Anchor of the week.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Anchor of the Week podcast, where you do not have to agree with us to be friends with us. It's Sadie here. We've got Jetson. We've got Courtney in our fancy new positions on the couch.
We're just trying it. Every episode, we're gonna
we're throwing it out different. Yeah.
Except for Jetson.
Except for Jetson.
Make sure I didn't move.
He's in the middle this time. It's funny. There's something about being here that really makes me feel like the host. I'm like talk show host talking to you guys.
Anyway, what do you want to know?
Tell me about the project that you guys worked on this year. I know it's been about 7 years in the making. No, I'm kidding.
But no, we did. Jetson and I literally started a business. Well, an unofficial business.
Yeah, in 2025.
Anyway.
Also, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Ah! We'll be very transparent. It's technically not 2026 when we're recording this, but
yeah, we need a holiday, guys.
you get the vibe. Yeah, you get the vibe. Anyway, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You guys, talk to me about Table Co.
Wow.
The Table Co is a creative agency that helps brands define their voice and communicate it with clarity.
Yeah.
And we want to know, what do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is that like your tagline?
Oh yeah, it's like the whole thing.
Oh, I love that.
Because we don't want to just do work for people. We want people to actually we want to uncover what's hidden in people. If you started a brand, it's because you believe in it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well,
and if you didn't, I'm not going to help you.
And if you didn't, you're just adding noise. So stop.
We don't want to work with you.
No, I've heard of yeah. It's
Oh.
Hey,
Jetson.
He's got something to say. He's got something to say.
I don't know. I'm just in the business and creative space with the kind of stuff I listen to. So a lot of people are like, if you want to start a company just to start a company, don't. There's just a t-shirt brand, anything, just to add noise, just to add
if you're
fabric.
just doing it for profit.
If you're just doing it because you want to be in charge of something or have your own thing,
Dang.
bring something to say, you know.
Start by being in charge
bring
of your own
something
life.
to the table.
That's good.
See?
Bring something to the table. So
Anyway.
basically, it's like a branding.
Yeah, it's just a design agency.
A design
Yeah.
agency.
Yeah.
That's
Creative
what it is.
agency.
Creative
agency.
Because we're a bit open. So sometimes
Okay.
I'll do social media projects. I would love for people to hire us to this is how do we get here? I don't know.
It's okay.
But,
I invited it.
You decided you were the talk show host.
I did,
and we
and-
were the guests.
and
So
now-
that's how we
and now we're
got
talking about
here.
our dreams. I would love to
Which
even
we
be
can.
hired for projects we're selling this product or this is being released. Can
Yeah.
you guys help develop photo shoot, art direction, story themes, that kind of stuff? I would love to do that.
In a low-key way, all the freelance graphic design work I use our Table Co invoice.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so good.
That's the beauty about having your own business. And
It's I've just
being
been doing
self-employed.
things as
And
the
then
Table
said-
Co.
yeah.
technically.
I love
'Cause
that.
You do it as whatever you want. But don't
To be
worry.
fair, I mean,
it's next tax year. I'm gonna have to really sit into this. So.
Yeah, fair.
Take it serious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with you guys doing that and with the Majesty Troupe that I've been
Sorry, this is
pursuing and whatever.
This is your show.
Sorry, no, I'm coming back to you. Give me a second.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I had the opportunity to bring you guys in and
Yes.
help with the branding on it, which is
Yeah.
really cool. And I think that's exactly the kind of vibe that you guys you do really well. So
Thank you.
it's cool.
Anyway, hire us.
Please. They're killer.
Anyway, thanks guys for coming to our episode. Which
Yeah,
was
thanks so much for joining me on our talk show about these two and Table Co.
about them. No, but your project's gonna come up this year too. A lot of exciting things.
Yeah, God willing. We're still in the process of finding funding for it, but I'm really excited for it. It's I don't know, for people who don't know, the Majesty Troupe is basically a performance ensemble, and we kind of create conceptual immersive shows. And this one is the biggest one that we're kind of pushing for. So yeah, we've got a lot of people working on it, and I think it's going to be super fire. But it's also one of those things that I don't want it to end once the performance is done. This this show specifically, I think it's one that we can just take and tour it and travel and who knows what that looks like in the future. But
if you do
I got big
the Edinburgh
dreams.
Fringe,
Yeah.
I'm coming with you.
I've literally I've been looking at that since I moved to London and kind of was thinking about Majesty Troupe, and I'm we could take so many things there. But there's also a festival in France, in Avignon that Laura brought up.
Me. as your.
I'm gonna need Table Co. I'm gonna need Table
need
Co.
Table Co.
as.
It's actually pretty vital we're there everywhere you go.
Yeah. And expenses are covered.
Sorry,
All
let's just
expense-
negotiate the contract right now.
Yeah, I
okay?
was like, let me just add it to the
Vital
budget.
trips are paid for.
The vital trips are paid for.
Anyways, New Year's resolutions. What's up with that? People
What a-
still do those anymore?
Honestly, that's such a When we were texting about it, about like what to chat about with
It's
this
giving-
episode. No, go ahead.
Sorry, it's giving like Jerry
The
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. No, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly what I was going
What's
for.
the deal?
What's up with that?
I was going to do the whole accent, but
Can you do it, please?
no.
The
No bits.
disappointment.
No bits on camera.
Save it.
Last episode we were doing impressions. I feel like
You could kill a Jerry Seinfeld, honestly.
maybe that's the impression you
Probably.
nail this year.
Yeah.
I could.
We'll come
Anyway,
back. We'll
New
come back at
Year's
the end of 2026. Start
We'll
the
have
episode.
an episode of
I've also
Scouts.
always
Welcome.
wanted-
Oh yeah.
I've also always wanted to do the bass line from the intro, like the bass
Dude,
riff.
you totally could. Yeah.
like with your voice or with your bass.
Both. Both.
At the same time. Actually harmonizing. That's so
so
good though. That's actually so good. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Happy New Year.
Anyway. Yeah, I remember we were texting about like what to chat about for the New Year's episode. And I was like, God, are we just gonna talk about like New Year's resolutions and like be cringe and I don't know.
Okay, but why is it cringe? Because I think they're cringe as well. Let's break it
Yeah,
down.
I don't know why. It's
Why are New
something-
Year's resolutions cringe?
I don't really think they're cringe.
There's something
okay,
about
there's
them.
something for me. There's something about like starting a new year, and for you, that's the time when you decide to change. And it's like you're like holding out for the whole year. You know what I mean? And like, well, my last year didn't do well, so like it's new year, new me. I guess I can start over. But like you have the choice to do that whenever. Not just at the beginning. You know what I mean?
But some people don't have that dog in them.
Oh my gosh! Never did I think Courtney
Good
would
grief.
freaking quote. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I just really wanted to say
to be in defense of the people though. Work sometimes like the only time work lets up or like schedules open up and people actually have a space and
That's
time
the
to
thing.
think about contemplate life.
Yeah.
Is just right like that Christmas time.
And here's the thing, sometimes people just need structure. Like we're not like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's what I mean by that. Like we just, the way that our brains work, the way that we work, we're very much, and we're like constantly, okay, how can we be better? That's
Yeah.
our like creative side, but that's also our like church side, right? Like I think we're in a lot of environments where for us, it's just natural every day to be like, how can I be better today? You know?
Yeah,
Or like,
that's
is there
fair.
anything I need to let go of or step into? Like, that's normal conversation for us. It's not normal conversation for a lot of people. So that's why I don't hate New Year's resolutions, because I'm like, as long as you get to a point where you can look at your life and decide how you want to be better, I'm happy if you got there.
I just want to call back. Okay, last episode we filmed, we were talking
That
about.
was so long ago.
We were, yeah, way back then. We were talking about how when we hyperfixate on these goals and that we set and like deliverables we need to get done, we can like almost like shut down like hyperfixate on that, and then like you don't let life happen or like interruptions happen, and you're like, no, I'm cutting that off because this was my goal. So like, how do you set like a way to grow or like a resolution or like I want to change that's like able to be flexible with the changing of seasons
yeah.
or like
Yeah.
the way people interact with our lives and how that always like will switch things up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the record, I think that there are some New Year's resolutions that are cringe. I don't think the concept of it is cringe.
Yeah.
fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
I get it.
There we go.
Like, yeah.
Like, is it just better to be like, this is an area I'm determined to grow in, rather than like, I want to get this number of this by
Yeah.
this.
I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, every
Yeah.
single week.
That's literally all I think about when I hear a New Year's resolution.
resolutions.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
that's
gonna
the
lose
only
this
one that
much
comes to
about 'em,
yeah, I'm
yeah.
going to lose this amount of
Yeah.
this.
I wonder if it comes down to like, if as long as, I don't know, this just me now verbally processing, but like, if it's a mindset and a goal, or it's a goal of having a mindset shift, like a mind shift.
A mind shift?
Shout out Erwin and Aaron. You know who you. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, if it's like you're starting out the year with like, okay, I want to get better at being more self-disciplined. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily like a very distinct, I don't know, like, I don't even know what the word is, like
there's not a deliverable.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
quantifiable.
Like thing, but just like something that at the end you can reflect and go, oh, look how much I've grown.
Yeah.
And maybe you could even talk to that about someone else and be like, hey, keep me accountable to this.
Yeah.
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 Even.
Yeah.
And it can come up in conversation later, maybe.
Yeah. Because I think that's the whole thing with resolutions is like, you know, you hear all the time of like by the end of February, people give it up, you know, like I feel like there's statistics out there. But if it's something where it is a lot more of like an internal change of habit, of mindset, of like perspective, that will then hopefully help you reach, you know, a more quantifiable goal than sick. But also if you're only going towards, I need to lose 50 pounds by the end of whatever.
You need to be healthier.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the
exactly.
shift.
That's the mind shift.
That's the mind shift.
We don't make resolutions, we make mind shifts.
Oh, amen. Imagine you just like slosh that he just went up his
Spilled
nose.
coffee
I
on
just
the
cheered
mic
Jetson, by the way, if you're not
as
watching.
I was taking a sip of coffee.
I
A
don't
bit
know.
alarming.
I'm feeling silly today.
Just feeling silly. We're in new spots. It's
We're in new
just-
spots. I don't know.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
No, but I think that, like, I'm going to joke, obviously, mind shift. Great podcast, great book,
Yeah.
but great concept of just like shifting your mental paradigms.
Yeah.
Like, we all have 100 billion. Okay, no, 100 billion, but like,
1 billion.
there's 4 billion people on this planet. Like, we all have so many things that we need to change our minds about.
Yeah.
To be fair, or shift our perspectives on. And so I'm like, okay, New Year's resolutions. Like, how are you going to view the world differently this year?
Yeah.
I think for me is like a very. Do you guys have anything that you're,
I'm gonna view the world differently.
or like anything in this concept? I can start because I actually was thinking about something the past couple days, and then this morning was like, oh, actually, that might be my mind shift or my resolution.
Okay.
But I was kind of like talking about it at the end of last episode. I don't know, verbally processing.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But I was listening to something recently, and they're talking about like the difference between being buried and being planted. And then just kind of realizing, I'm like, I think I want to go into this new year of like, I'm not buried, I am planted. A seed is not just stuck under the ground to get it away from the light. It's stuck under the ground because it has like something bigger that's going to come from a season of being buried. But the idea of feeling like you're trapped versus no, I'm being planted right now.
Yeah.
And my roots are going to grow. And I, at the right timing, you know, when the conditions above ground are like right for my growth, I will sprout. Like, and I just think that is one of the kind of perspective mind shifts that I want for the new year. Like the difference between feeling buried, but no, like I was planted.
Yeah.
And that has a total different purpose. One's a victim and one's like, okay, this is for something.
Yeah. That's great. I feel like that's very similar to, because I just had my birthday at the beginning
Happy
of December.
birthday.
Thank you. And like, you know, it's one of those things where I was reflecting on like what I think, what's beautiful because my birthday's in December and it's also kind of the end of the year anyway. So my brain is already always thinking, okay, like God, what is in this next year for me? What is my next physical year as me, but also like in the next year that's coming. And so I think something that he really spoke to me was this whole concept of like, being hidden and like him as my refuge and like what that looks like and to like sit in him as a stronghold and to be in a place of like, okay, I'm safe here, but there's like, I'm not just sitting to sit and I'm not just sitting to like, you know, like get away even, but it's
wait
like,
it out.
Exactly. But it's like a season of like, okay, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be hidden and like, you're going to prune and you're going to like wash away. You're going to refine in the hidden place, in the refuge. So I get the chance to like look out on, you know, what's to come from this stronghold that I'm in and like prepare myself almost, you know? So it's very, very funny, very similar vibes. But I think like, thinking more like for me practically like in my life this year, I would just love to see more clarity in who I am in the sphere of performance and acting. And I think going along with the Majesty Troupe and I think the dreams for this show very specifically that we're developing, but like for the Majesty Troupe, but then I think for me as Sadie in the industry, I want to be pursuing more projects, more shows, like auditioning for films, auditioning for shows, getting myself out there more. But with the mindset of like, okay, how does God see this? You
Yeah.
know, like, how does he see this industry? How does he see me in this industry? What am I doing for him in this, instead of just kind of going in and hoping God tags along with me, but like
Yeah.
him being the lens that I'm looking at
Yeah.
this through, you know, because it is such, I know for, for me, I've always been in this battle of like, it's such a self-glorifying, self-seeking industry. Like, you know, like actors literally just, the whole point is for them to get the applause and to get the awards and to get the attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is what
Make
that
the
is.
best performance.
Exactly. Exactly. And so I'm like, why is this such a thing that's on my heart when it is so, I feel like almost counter
It can be just very
kingdom.
vain if you're not careful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I think for me, like, that's kind of, which is, I feel like has been already a whole, I think, journey with God in the past couple years of him just slowly like giving me more of me so that I can be more confident in him when I step into these places.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of cool to see that already, but I feel like this next year it's going to be even more, I don't know, like forward and less, I don't know what the word is. I feel like I'm just kind of like also working it out myself, but more of that for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, we had like a team meeting with like the creative ministry a little bit ago, and it was Joey that was like we got to ask ourselves, like, wherever you are, whatever industry, whatever sphere, wherever you find yourself in your workday, like, what would Jesus do if he was there? And I think we got so, like, the WWJD bracelets, like, kind of forgot about that for a bit. You know, we needed a palate cleanser as, like, a Christian society.
Yeah.
But, the sentiment of it, though, is actually so beautiful, and like what I want to live, like, no matter what room you enter in.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus, like, you are here because you're with me.
Right.
So what are you doing? What do you want to do in this room right now?
Yeah.
Who do you want me to talk to? Who do you want me to look at? Like, you know, how do you want me to move?
How can I best reflect you? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like less of me, more of you in every place that I'm in.
But see, then that becomes confusing for us, because then we go, but if it's less of me, then I can't be doing anything I want, or I can't be in this sphere where I'm the actress.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it's so much more nuanced than that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm really passionate about this.
Yeah. Because it's also like, I mean, in you know, in our church, we were just having the series of like God's purpose for his people and like all that kind of stuff. And I think learning, I don't know, like I've been thinking about that, but then sometimes I can take what we learn in church and like keep it in the context of church. You know what I mean? Or in the context of the kingdom, and forget that like, no, like our purpose literally is to go out and preach the gospel, make disciples. So like, God, help me to take all of this that I'm getting from you in a very like safe bubble, I think, for lack of better words, in this church community, and like step out into the world with this. But like, the balance of reflecting Jesus, making sure that he's the one being seen, but also knowing that like I personally am a vessel that he's using. So what is it that I have that he's given? I don't know. There's, you know what I mean? Like, it is so nuanced and there's so much in it, and it's a whole topic.
Yeah, you guys are being very poetic and prophetic with going into your new year. So I'm just like trying to think.
Jetson's like, use social media less.
I'm just like, whoa. But I just think back to like way back to when God first gave me kind of like a picture of why I should come to London in the first place to do what we were doing. And it was just this image of his church like spreading out into these different like spheres of influence, like the creative influence.
Don't make me cry, Jetson.
And then I'm going way back to the original vision for Jetson when he was 19. And then even our pastors would describe our team as like an airport that would like send people out, and it like wasn't meant to just like hold people, but like that like launch pad where like planes are lifting off and people are coming in and going out.
Wow.
And like that God had a purpose and plan for that. And then just like seeing that now, I don't know why he's calling me like back to that, but also just like this season, I feel like he's been growing me a lot, but also he's been like showing me glimpses of how I like influence people outside the church, and how like there's something I say that like connects with them, and like especially in like the startup business creative kind of like environment. And just like this like ministry, this like where he has me in is not just for my personal development. Like he wants me to like platform others and like send out others, and just like going back to like the vision of the church and like making disciples, and how he's gonna like use me to do that. And it's just like, okay, God, like you're gonna like, I don't know, like sending out, like platforming others, and like doing more than just like helping, but actually like building. Because I feel like I'm always like here to help. And like I almost find like a sense of security in that, of like, if I'm helping, then it's fine. But God was like, I want you maybe to like build or like invest and like, I don't know, just like a bit more like outward instead of just like helping and then like growing. Actually like build something and expand my kingdom kind of thing. And like that like whole sending out thing. But yeah, in the topic of the vague, poetic, prophetic, that's
Get
what
on our
God.
level. Yeah.
It's not vague. It is very specific.
Specific, yeah.
But like, I mean, I can't share all the details on podcast. But like, you know, God gives us
Yeah.
very like creative and vivid, sometimes imagery that like shapes the direction of our lives.
I think that's such a word in and of itself, of being like not only serving but building, like with the mindset of not serving to sustain but serving to build and to grow and to push. And I feel like that's such a good, I don't know, I feel like our community is like that's the kind of direction that we're moving in, or should be moving in, you know, of like where are we, what are we building, you know? I love that. I'm gonna write that in my journal later.
Literally. I was like,
Serving,
guys,
not to sustain,
these are like
serving
the
to build.
exact prayers I've been praying for the past year. And I'm just sitting here like,
She's like, yeah.
thanks God.
Dude, that airport analogy is so sick though.
That's so good.
That's like,
Yeah,
Way back.
yeah.
that's crazy. Actually, someone got a similar word for my life, just like that.
Really?
I never put two and two together. So
Wow. Like the whole airport.
Planes.
Vibes. Planes. I remember a word that I got.
do you have a planes word?
No, but I have a boat word. I was going to say, like, I remember.
have a car word.
I have a boat word.
Train word. Sorry.
But like
We moving.
in my school when I came in 2020, like we had a whole lesson on like prophetic words and everything.
Yeah.
And I remember like Sammy, actually, your wife, I got the word or the boat, for instance, because we were talking about boats and like the whole thing. And the boat I got was like a canoe. And you know when like you're praying for yourself and you're like, God, like what boat am I, whatever. And like
If you've never
been in-
practiced,
yeah.
if you've never
If
done
you've
like a
never in
prophetic
your time
exercise.
with God been like, God, what boat am
boat
I?
am I?
Are you
Try it
even a
out.
Christian?
Are you even?
Kidding.
Man.
I'm kidding.
But it was one of those moments where I was just like praying and I was like, he gave me canoe and I was like, what a basic boat. What the frick? Like I can't get like a speedboat or something, or like,
Jet
I don't
ski.
know, a jet ski, like a pirate ship, anything cool. But now he's like a canoe. And I was just like, okay, I don't know what that means. And I remember Sammy was the one that was like helping me like pray into it. And she was saying like, I really feel like canoes are so adaptable and they're the kind of boat that can go on almost any water. You know, like you can transport it, you put it on the top of your car, you take it with you. Like not every boat can do that. And I remember just being like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. And so like, for me, that's something that I've always kept like in the back of my brain. And there was a season where I was like, I think I'm gonna get a canoe tattoo. Like no context, you know what I mean? Of being like, I feel like I'm the kind of person who can be adaptable and can go into different waters in many places and be okay with rocky waters or like, you know, rushing rivers and still know that I'm gonna like stay right side up. So, oh yeah. While we're on prophecy, let me just throw my 2 cents in.
Maybe that's how you should start your new year with.
Oh, come on.
Prophetic word.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how about you ask God?
Yeah, ask God
God-
what his, yeah.
Because I think that's the other thing why we get so like discouraged and things that we give up. It's because like we're going after things that God never said that we were to go after.
Facts.
Like, again, this might be so Christianese or whatever, but like, I just want what God has for this year.
Yeah.
I don't know it. Like, why would I even pretend to know what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know, by this time next year.
Right.
So it's like, you know what? Like, let me get attuned to what God's doing, and just go for it.
And that's like even with like resolutions and goals, it's like how much can we actually control? Like we can control the weights. Like maybe we want to try and grow and be open to grow, with God's help, of course. But like we can't control the other outcomes of life and where it takes us and such.
So 2026, we finally give up control, or
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. Nah, we're humans.
We are.
It's gonna happen. Is there anything like kind of like lighthearted that you guys are looking forward to this year?
Any like silly little resolutions?
Yeah, or like, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, we just spent this whole time.
Throw in some silly resolutions.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I've mentioned this in the last episode. I want to get that Scouse accent down.
Yeah.
I want to start a Substack. I think
Jetson.
at
Love
some
that.
point. I have many ideas that like come and go of what it could be, but something like I don't know. I just want to start writing about ish.
Yeah. No, I love that.
It's like not something I've ever really done, but like just yeah.
We believe in you.
Yeah. You've got the brain for it.
I'd re-download Substack just to follow you.
No, genuinely, I think for me, like, I joke about the Scouse accent, but I think, like, in general accents.
Yeah.
Because I saw a thing, coming back to the whole acting thing, but, like, I saw a thing where there's a lot of directors and producers and whatever that, like, really love American actors who have studied in England because they think they're just better actors. Because they have a better, like, England is so, like, the foundation of acting here is so, like, almost in the traditional
Classical?
Everything's just
classical,
older.
exactly. So it's like Americans who choose to come to the UK to study acting, people automatically go, oh, they were actually serious about acting and like all this kind of stuff. So it's really interesting.
That is actually so fascinating.
Yeah. So like I would just love to like actually go to maybe one-on-one classes, like get some accent training. But then also secondly, like just take more classes,
Yeah.
be more intentional with that sort of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Courtney will nail the Jennifer Coolidge impression by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's all I want. To be fair. Well, yeah. Alanis first, because I feel like I'm more there.
Right.
And then Jennifer Coolidge.
Then Jennifer Coolidge.
That's all I want for this year, to be fair.
Oh, I love that. I think.
I was going to say, hopefully by the time either that this releases, I have my citizenship or it's in process.
Yeah.
That's been a New Year's resolution for like 2
like, the
years.
beginning. I was like, since
I'm
the
also
beginning.
gonna be applying for indefinite leave to remain. and
Come
that's
on.
gonna
So
be
true.
So nice.
Game changers.
I've got another year and a
Gonna be
half.
legal. Well, I haven't been illegal.
He's legal.
He is legal.
I
He
am
is
legal. But like I can like
Not get deported
I'm
this
like
time.
said yeah.
Yeah.
I'm safe. I'll be safe.
I'm safe.
Like,
I'm here.
okay, it's such a strange thing, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Visas, residency. it's a
I'm
joke.
like, when I got my residency, I was like, you can't deport me. I'm one of you.
I belong here now. Oh.
Anyway, the visa struggle is so real, but
It
anyway.
really is. That's a whole other episode topic that we'll like.
Cry about at some
Yeah.
point? Yeah.
Cry about with being like, why God?
Anyway, but hey, you know what? Like, I love the fact, though, that, like, obviously being from North America, we could not just come and live in England. But, like, there's something to be said that we fought for it. Like, not just us.
Yeah.
But in a way that's, like, I don't know. Like, we had to, like, put some skin in the game, like, early.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean I think that's fair. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, not to make it about immigrants, but.
Anyways,
And by
Not
us,
to
these
make-
immigrants.
We
yeah,
are
I was
ones.
like, not to make it about it.
immigrants
These three
is
immigrants
us.
in this room.
Anyway, yeah. Honestly, what a great start to the year, guys.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this year, and
Yeah.
I hope you all are excited for this year. And I hope you're excited to see what's to come in terms of like the conversations we're going to be having, the guests we're going to be having as we're reaching out to people. Next episode is going to be a hoot. Can't
Oh,
wait
that's
for
a
you to
great one.
hear. But yeah, so always stay connected. Feel free to give us a comment, a like, subscribe, all the things. Stay connected on our socials. But yeah, be a part of the conversation. Get involved. We want to hear
Yeah.
what you have to say. And hope you guys kick off this new year with a bang, and we will see you real soon.
You don't have to agree with us to be friends with us. Anchor of the week.